Scene script. Have you ever thought about the power you hold as an individual? It's easy to feel small in this vast world, especially when we consider the immense influence of figures like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Their wealth is staggering, their reach, global. But what if I told you that your power, yes, your power, is just as significant? Let's think about it. Imagine a droplet of water. Alone it may seem insignificant, but when combined with countless others, it creates the vast, powerful ocean that shapes our planet. That's the power of an individual. That's your power. You see, each of us holds a unique kind of strength, a strength that, when harnessed, can contribute to a much larger cause. It's the power of one voice added to a chorus of millions, each reverberating with a shared purpose, a shared vision. It's the power of a single action multiplied by billions, creating a ripple effect that can move mountains. We live in a world where the actions of a few can influence the lives of many, but it's important to remember that the converse is also true. The actions of many can influence the few. That's where your power as an individual comes in. Your voice, your actions, your choices, they all matter. Each of us contributing even a small amount can collectively make a big difference. Whether it's $1 a month or a single act of kindness, these actions add up. They become a force of their own, a force that can challenge the status quo, that can drive change. The power of the individual is potent, it's transformative. And when we unite our individual powers, we create something even greater. We create a collective voice that can't be ignored, a collective action that can shape our world. So let's harness this power. Let's challenge the notion that only the wealthy or the influential can make a difference. Let's remember that every single one of us holds a piece of this power. Every monthly contribution, even $1, makes a difference. It's about our global power. Think about the influence that big capitalists like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have on our lives. These individuals with their vast wealth and resources can sway markets, influence policies, and even shape the way we think and live. Let's consider, for example, the impressive income of these capitalists. Earning billions in a single year, they have the financial power that most of us can only dream of. This wealth allows them to invest in technologies and industries that can drastically change our lives. They can fund innovations that can revolutionize sectors like healthcare, education, and transportation. They can support causes that resonate with them, influencing social and environmental change on a global scale. But it's not only about the sectors they invest in, or the causes they support. Their influence extends to every aspect of our lives. The products we use, the services we avail, the technology we rely on, all these are often shaped by the decisions these capitalists make. Their power even extends to our political landscape. With their immense wealth, they can fund political campaigns, influence policy decisions, and sometimes even sway public opinion. In fact, their influence is so pervasive that it's easy to forget that these capitalists are a select few, making decisions that affect the many. However, this is not a story of despair, but a call to action. Imagine if we could combine our micropower into a macro power, how much more influence we could have. Think about it. There are around 7,800 million of us, the global citizens. If each one of us could contribute even $1 per month to a collective fund, we could amass a significant amount of resources. This could give us the ability to influence change, just like big capitalists. Remember the United Nations' failed attempt to stop the genocide in Israel? Despite an overwhelming vote to stop the genocide, nothing happened. The bureaucracy and the lack of direct influence hindered the effectiveness of their decision. Now, imagine if we, the people, had a direct say in such matters. If we had a collective fund, we could use it to express our stance, to demand change, to make a difference. A united front, free from bureaucratic red tape, can be a powerful force for change. This is what my global power is all about. It's about giving us, the global citizens, a voice. It's about reminding the world that change often starts from the ground up. It's about showing that together, we are more powerful than any individual capitalist. So, as we step into 2024, let's make that our resolution. Let's unite our micropower into a macro power. Let's become the change we want to see in the world, because together, we can. Happy New Year. Scene script. Have you ever considered the potential power of collective action? It's a thought-provoking question that may seem daunting at first, but let's break it down. Collective action is all about individuals coming together to create change. It's about synergy, where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Picture this. If we were to combine our individual strengths, our voices, our resources, we could create a force that's much more potent than any one of us could accomplish alone. Now, let's take a look at a historical event to illustrate this point. Consider the United Nations response to the genocide in Israel. The UN, a body representing almost all the countries in the world, voted to halt the atrocities. Yet, despite the collective decision, the reality was heartbreaking. The genocide continued unabated. Why did this happen? Well, the UN's power is often constrained by bureaucracy, politics, and the competing interests of its member states. While the UN's collective decision should have been powerful, it lacked the direct influence needed to halt the atrocities. Now let's flip the script. What if we, the global citizens, were to unite our individual powers into a collective force? What if we could bypass the cumbersome bureaucracy and politics and speak directly to the powers that be? Imagine if every one of the 7,800,000,000 people living in UN member countries were to contribute just $1 per month to a collective cause like My Global Power. That's $7,800,000,000 a month. A staggering amount that can fund significant change. This isn't about replacing the UN or governments, it's about complementing their efforts by giving global citizens a direct voice, a direct influence. It's about reminding the powerful that we are here, demanding change. So, what would happen if we combined our power in this way? Well, we could potentially influence global policies, fund initiatives aimed at addressing pressing global issues, and hold the powerful accountable. We would have a direct say in shaping the world we live in, but for this to happen, we need to act. Not as isolated individuals, but as a collective. My Global Power provides that platform. It's a call to action, a call to unite our individual strengths into a formidable collective force. What do you think would happen if our power were united in My Global Power? The possibilities are endless, but one thing is certain. Together, we can make a difference. Imagine yourself influencing global change. Sounds incredible, right? But it's not as far-fetched as you might think. Welcome to the concept of My Global Power, a platform where every voice matters, where every action, however small, can lead to big changes. My Global Power is about harnessing our collective strength. It's about using our individual drops of influence to create a wave of change that can sweep across the globe. It's about reminding those in power that their authority comes from us, the people, and that we have a say in the decisions that shape our world. Think about it, every day, we make choices that impact our planet, from the products we buy to the energy we consume. But what if we could channel these everyday actions into something bigger? What if we could use our purchasing power, our voices, our votes to influence not just our immediate environment but the world at large? That's the power of My Global Power. It's not just about having a say, but about making that say count. It's about standing up and being heard, about refusing to be silenced in the face of injustice or inequality. It's about using our collective voices to call for change, to demand action, to make a difference. And here's the best part. It's not just about big gestures or grandiose declarations, it's about the small, everyday actions that add up to something greater. It's about the power of $1 when multiplied by the 7,800,000,000 of us. It's about the power of one voice, when joined by countless others in a chorus of demand and determination. So yes, it might seem daunting to think about influencing global change. But remember, every journey starts with a single step. And with My Global Power, that step can lead to a path of significant change. As we stand on the cusp of a new year, let's make a resolution to use our global power for good. Let's pledge to be more than just spectators in the world, but active participants, shaping our future with our choices, our voices, our actions. My Global Power gives us that platform, reminding the powerful that we are here, demanding change. So let's use it, let's make our voices heard, let's make our actions count, because together, we have the power to change the world. And as we step into the new year, let's carry this spirit of change with us. Let's make 2024 a year of action, of progress, of change, because together, we have the power to make a difference. So here's to a new year, filled with promise and potential. Here's to My Global Power and the incredible change we can achieve when we stand together. Happy New Year! As we welcome 2024, consider making My Global Power a part of your New Year's goals. Imagine the possibilities when we pool our resources, our voices, and our collective resolve. You, yes, you, have the power to make a difference, the power to spark change, the power to reshape the world. It doesn't matter how small your contribution might seem, Because when millions of us come together, our micro power becomes a macro force, an unstoppable tide of change. This coming year, let's make a resolution to not just stand by, but to stand up. Stand up for what's right, stand up for justice. Stand up for the world we want to leave behind for future generations. With my global power, we can do just that. It's not about the amount you contribute, it's not about the size of your voice. It's about the collective strength we wield when we unite. It's about the chorus of voices that can echo around the world, demanding change, demanding action. And remember, change doesn't always have to start at the top. It can start with us, with you, with me, with our collective power. So as the clock ticks over to 2024, let's make a pledge. A pledge to contribute, to participate, to engage. A pledge to use our micro power to make macro changes, because we're not just individuals, we're a global community. And together, we can make this world a better place. So, here's to a new year of action, a new year of change, a new year of harnessing our collective power. Together, we can build a better future. Happy New Year!